Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fauzan Adnan, Cantona Nugroho. My starter number is 8320200128. Okay, this is an assignment for standardized of speaking meeting 6. Okay, Marhaban ya Ramadan, the word that Muslims wait for every year. Welcome remarks on the coming of the month full of blessings. Ramadan is like a workshop, and we are like a machine that need maintenance. People who in months other than Ramadan are like, reluctant to open the, the Quran become fond of reading the Quran. People who used to rarely pray Sunnah so often pray Sunnah. And there are many people who continue to do fastabiqul khairat in this holy month for the sake of getting Allah ridhas. Ramadan is not only about holding back hunger and thirst, but also an order to improve the quality of our worship to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. One of the activities that we often encounter in the month of Ramadan, as it is today, is an activity for sharing takjil. It is undeniable that this activity is never absent from year to year. There is no age limit to do it from young to old. This is accordance with the hadith narrated by Tirmizi. Whoever feeds the fasting person then gets a reward like that of the fasting person without reward of the fasting person in the slightest. Many people actually fall asleep with activities that are sunnah and never neglect their obligations. It often happens in our environment. If there is iftar together, often at iftar, people forget to the Maghrib Salat and even Isha and Tarawih, even to the point that it is their activity and priorities friendship, even though as Muslim we all know that our main obligation is prayer. Please note that it is useful to help in the month of Ramadan also need to be considered by carrying of the obligatory worship. We don't do obligatory worship, but we continue to do what is sunnah. It's the same if we only get hungry and thirsty. The reward that comes from worship that is voluntary is not greater than the reward of obligatory worship, especially when it is obligatory for us to abandon sin. But apart from that, there is sunnah worship that, if possible, do not be abandoned during the month of Ramadan. That is namely Tarawih, Salat Tarawih. Prayers that only exist in the month of Ramadan after the Isha, Salat Isha, are a field of reward for us in the month of Ramadan. Tarawih prayers in Indonesia itself is different. Some are only 11 rakaat and some are 23 rakaat. Of course, all are correct with their all with their own respective argument. Okay, I think that's all that can I tell you about Ramadan. Correct me if there are wrong words. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.